Welcome to Leadership Energetics. This is a topic that is so powerful and it's going to completely change your life. Because I've been hearing this from friends, from clients, from a lot of people that I meet on a day-to-day basis. They're continuously saying, Scarlett, I don't want to be seen as soft. So I want to just some people are going into martial arts because they want to become stronger, they want to become tougher. Some people are just my day-to-day friends that are just casually telling me that they just feel like they're too soft. And then I just question, I'm like, why do these people feel like they're too soft? And most of these people, bear in mind, they have the biggest smile, they're so bubbly, so friendly, so sociable. And I remember I used to be a lot like them when I didn't understand leadership energetics. And I still think that's within me, but now I apply this beautiful formula of leadership energetics, which I'm going to teach you in this video, how to apply that so that you can still be soft, but respected, taken seriously, and heard, and seen. The thing is, everything in this world, everything, is energetics. Our primary language, beyond all languages, is energy. That means you cannot lie to the universe. You can try to lie to yourself, but even then, your body is gonna have illnesses that'll come up. Your emotions will start to speak out. Things will start to get you to come back to a place of truth. So, for example, if you are a soft individual, your authenticity, maybe that is softness, then you trying to become tougher because you think that's what you need to be respected is not going to make you feel better. It's not going to get you that feeling of actually feeling respected that you're looking for. It's going to get you the feeling of constantly feeling like you're wearing a tight corset and you're walking around like you're carrying a book on your head and you have to constantly find your balance. And that's okay. But that's not long-term sustainable. And it's okay to have the ability to be tough and learn these abilities and skills without letting go and looking at your softness as a bad thing, because there is a lot of power in your softness. Because your femininity does not mean it is not worthy of respect, and if you aren't receiving respect, that is not something you need to take in your own shoulders. Take a look at the context, why the person's doing what they're doing, what that is telling you as data and information. Because ultimately, people do things because they think there's a benefit and there's a reason why behind it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the problem is because you're doing something wrong or because it's your softness, because it's this. Sometimes we think that it's because of who we are, and if we were just different, people would treat us the way we want them to treat us. But the truth is, who you are is divinely perfectly made for your purpose and what you're here to do. So no, you don't need to change, you don't need to become more soft or more tough or whatever. You just simply need to accept and own who you are by learning what that is in the first place. And I'd say that the way that I found out that I'm a very fierce person is that when people looked at me and they were like, you're fierce, it would in my body there was a resonance and a feeling of this is truth. And when people would look at me and be like, oh, you're somebody who's very timid and shy, and my whole body would resonate and be like, that is not true. I might have been modeling behaviors that were shy, but I knew that at my core that's not who I was. And some people, maybe at their core that's who they are being and who they are, and they need to grow and evolve out of that. But they don't really need to, they could just be shy if they're happy. But ultimately my message here is, I found out who I was through trying on different experiences and seeing how that felt to me until I found one that was it felt right. And and I'm constantly discovering who I am and in this journey of discovering my authenticity, right? But ultimately I would say that I know that I am somebody who has a soft side, but I also have a very strong, fierce, sassy, spicy side. And I think that when I'm walking in authenticity, I know that it's one of the highest frequencies. It's higher than love. It's really up there with enlightenment. So authenticity literally creates ripples because it's you walking in your truth of healing the collective, because truth has codes of awakening. you being in your authenticity is so much more healing than you realize, because that actually gives people the permission to be in your authenticity, and your authenticity is linked to why you exist. So, as a leader, your medicine, your spirit, the medicine of your spirit is linked to your authenticity. Authenticity. It is not bypassing how you feel. It is not pretending to like or dislike things that you don't. It's about owning and being real with, this is how I feel, this is what I like, this is what I want, and being true to that and true to yourself. And so authenticity is a journey of constantly questioning, is this really me? Why am I doing this? What's the reason behind it? So that you can get to the core of who you really are, behind the traumas, behind the fears. It's inner work, it's healing work, and that's what I help a lot of my clients with the coaching, right? Because I help you, if you're going to get coaching with me, to be able to really see things in a perspective that is truth and authenticity, so that they can lead in a way that feels good. They can lead in a way that's true to who they really are. Authenticity is going to change everything. It's going to change the whole game, because the energy you have to put a mask on will now be used for you to actually do the work, for you to actually lead. And it's going to boost your confidence, because you are telling yourself subconsciously that who you are is enough. And when you fully accept and own that part of you, other people will do so too. And if they don't, it will not even bother or matter, because you have owned and accepted that within you. So, I'd say that your softness and your femininity, it is something that is so freaking powerful. Sometimes, if somebody speaks to me in a very soft, gentle way, I melt and I'm like, oh my goodness, you know. And that's like the power of feminine energy. Like, somebody is speaking to you in a very soft way gets you to listen, gets you to be vulnerable, gets you to open up in ways where you weren't even trying maybe to open up. Softness is powerful. So please, you're listening to this because there's so many people in the collective, in my life, in my field, that are like saying they want to like go and kill their softness. I'm like, please do not. Keep your softness. If you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. I want you to stay and own that part of you, because it's a part of you. It's an aspect of you. It might not be all that you are. Maybe it is a big part of you. And even more importantly then, it's to accept and own that aspect of you. Okay, so I'm going to finish the video here. Just ultimately, please just know that you are divinely created as you are. The universe doesn't want to be anyone else but you right now, because you are here for a reason. Alright, so I'm going to ask you to like the video if you liked it, so I know what videos you want me to make more of, and I know what you're thinking. And if you're liking this video, share how you feel and how you think, because leadership is about sharing how you think and how you feel. Sharing your feedback. Comment, because I want to connect with you. I want to hear your perspective. And also subscribe, because when you subscribe, you will get notified to my videos. That's our video for today. I will speak to you very soon.